I've really been contemplating my faith and what it means to be a Christ follower, man of faith. And um, this word has risen to the top. And that is, I want to make sure that I'm not living a life of compromised Christianity. See, it's so easy to listen to all the voices of the world and everything around us in a way that it will influence and impact us. But that's not what I've been invited into. As a man who said yes to a relationship with Jesus, I've been invited to be the voice that reflects God's love for each and every man and woman. If you're watching this and you've never said yes to a personal relationship with Jesus, I would just invite you to stay curious about who he is and the impact he's had on my life and many others. But this thing about not wanting to be a man of compromised Christianity, it's really the word that just keeps elevating, because I'm like, there's so many concerns and genuine concerns in our world. It's easy to let those become what I focus on, what I reflect. But see, God invited me a long time ago to be his light. If we walk outside and it's very bright outside, it's not much use to have a flashlight shining because, well, it really doesn't do a lot of good. Many people would say we're living in some dark days. And the light of Christ shining in me, shining out of you, is what God's invited us into. That when it's dark and his light shines through us, then we have the opportunity to help guide others and to be a bright spot in some people's days. I was reminded today, as I've had the privilege of sitting through a conference the last couple of days, the pastor concluded with something I'd heard a long time ago, and it's the Serenity prayer. Maybe you're aware of it. I know as a kid growing up, it reminds me, my mom had this plate and it had it on it. It was a wall plate. And if you're under 40, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But yes, it was as cheesy as it sounds. But I'd like to leave you with that prayer, and not just the front end of it, but the whole thing. So let's pray. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, and wisdom to know the difference. Living one day at a time, enjoying one moment at a time, accepting hardship as the pathway to peace, taking, as he did, this sinful world as it is, not as I would have it, trusting that he will make all things right if I surrender to his will, that I may be reasonably happy in this life and supremely happy with him forever in the next. Thanks so much. Have a great day.